Welcome at today's live meditation from the Integral Body Institute. My name is Marion van Opijnen and I am going to take you on a face gymnastics for the coming half hour, or maybe a little bit under a half an hour. And as you probably know by now, at the Integral Body Institute, we share live meditations every day. And in these meditations, we work a lot with breath, with movement, and felt sense, and everything actually to tune into our body. And when we tune into our body more, it's easier to actually be home into ourselves and to relax more in who we are. So today I actually like to focus just on this part of the body, a little bit of the shoulders, the neck and the face. And often when we do movement meditations, we go into our body and we often tend to forget about the face and our facial expressions and the impact that it actually has on us, on how we feel, how we move, and on our mood as well. So that is what I would like to work with today, and I'll take you all the way through, so it's just very easy to follow. And I just like to do a small experiment first. So what I say is how our facial expression actually has an impact on how we feel and on the tensions that we have in our body. So let's just try that out, how that actually works. So what I'd like you to do is to just make an angry face, like really look angry with your face. And if you make the angry face, just notice what happens in your body. If I do that, I can feel tension in my arms coming up. I can feel that I actually, in my heart area, it closes down, it gets really tense and stiff. And so when I make that face, it immediately has an impact on my body. And just notice for yourself what you notice in your body when you make an angry face. And now let's try a scared face. So when you're really scared for something, like, and if I make that face, I open my eyes more, I go a little bit backward, I take my chin in a little bit, and I'm holding it here. It's like my energy actually stops here, like at my neck diaphragm here. And then I let go of that as well. So you probably notice that difference in your body when we make a certain face. Now let's do a last one and just make a happy face. And notice what happens in your body when you make a happy face. If I make a happy face, then I can notice that I relax more my body. I sit up a little bit more straight. And it's like my chest or my heart area actually opens up. Okay, great. Okay, let's just start and dive a little bit deeper into that and see how things take us if we really work with this area. So you can go and sit comfortably, and you can sit in a chair today if you want, but if you sit on the floor, that is fine as well. Then you go and sit on a sofa or something like that, a meditation cushion, and notice that how you're sitting here. So notice where your legs touch the floor, which is your grounding. And if you're sitting on a chair, you may notice how your feet touch the floor, where they touch the floor. And if you're sitting on the floor, just notice where your feet, your legs touch the floor. And notice your sit bones. Notice your right and your left sit bone in the chair, or on the cushion, or on the floor. And to bring a little bit more attention to your sit bones, to really get in touch with that, you can just move your weight from one sit bone to the other. So you can very slightly just move from right to left. Move your weight from right to left. So to really notice how you're sitting here. And in a very slow pace with just small movements. Okay, and then so you bring your whole attention to where you're actually sitting on the chair or sitting on the floor. And just notice that the ground or Mother Earth is carrying your weight. And that you don't have to do anything to actually sit upright. And just have yourself carried by the gravity that keeps you here. You don't need to work for that. You don't need to do anything for that. Okay, and then from your sitting, your bum, your sitting, your seat, you move up your attention along your spine up. And just breathe into that. Bring your breath a little bit into your spine, and if there's very slight movements, then make those movements. So we move up into our back, into our spine, the height of your diaphragm, the height of your shoulder blades, your heart, your lungs. And breathe into that. So bring some more breath to your body as well while you're doing that. So our breath is really our anchor that actually keeps us here, keeps us in our body. It's our anchor to our body. And then you slowly arrive at the top of your spine. And I already noticed that my neck starts moving. And I can start moving my shoulders as well. So this is, as of here, this is the area that we're going to work with today. So I can move my shoulders, and just move your shoulders up, really a lot of tension in your shoulders, move them all the way up and hold them there for a little bit, and then you just let them go. And then we move up our shoulders again once more, all the way up to our ears, like you are like a turtle that takes the head in, and then let them relax. Let your shoulders relax. And once more, you move up your shoulders. Breathe into that as well. Stay with your breath while you, even if you put tension on your body, stay with your breath and relax. And notice your shoulders when you're doing that. And then you start moving your neck a little bit, very slowly and easy. And really follow that movement in your neck. It can be circles, but maybe you just want to make some at random movements. Yeah. And then you're going to use your hands, so you can warm your hands a little bit. And you put your hands like in the back of your shoulder and your back of your neck. And you just along your spine, you move them upward. And you put a little bit of pressure on those muscles just next to your spine. And very slowly just move them up until you reach your skull. And then just you touch the bottom of your skull. And once more, you go down just where your neck starts, and you move your fingers. I use all 4 of my fingers on that muscle all the way up to my skull. And I put a little bit of pressure on that point where I end up at my skull, which may be a little bit painful for some people. And we just do that a third time. And stay with your breath, stay breathing into that as well. Yeah. And then when you arrive at your skull again, you move your fingers, and I actually change to my thumb, and I just move my thumb along the bottom of my skull here towards my ears. And I go back to the bottom of my skull, and once more I move my thumbs all the way back to towards my ears. And stay breathing into that as well. And then you can slowly move your neck a little bit again. And notice the difference. Notice the difference when you've made those small strokes in your neck. And then we're going to do a similar movement at the front of our neck. So we're going to move at the front here and towards your clavicle. So, and then we move there again as well, very softly, putting a little bit of pressure, just as it is good enough for you, all the way down to your clavicle here. And then the last time you move down again, and you move your neck up, and then you leave your fingers here just at the top, where here you can kind of go in just at the top of your clavicle. And then you make a pout with your mouth. So you put your like this. So while you have your head back in your neck, put your fingers here, and you make a pout with your lower lip. And while you're doing that, notice the stretch of the muscle right here in front of your neck. Well, you may be pressing down with your fingers a little bit. And keep on breathing while you're doing that. And then you relax, you bring your head forward and relax. And notice that as well. So notice now your neck at the front and the back. And then we're gonna touch our skull. So you can just slowly just move with your fingers, like you're moving the skin of your head over the skull, over your skull. And very slightly, just make those movements. And keep on breathing into this as well. So stay with your breath. Sometimes when we concentrate on something, we just tend to hold our breath, or if there's something unfamiliar that we're doing, we may hold our breath as well. So just massage, kind of massaging your whole head. And your ears, so the bottom of your ears, you can just pull them a little bit and touch them a little bit as well. And the middle of your ears. And the top of your ears as well. Okay. And then from that, you also just start touching your face. Just randomly touch your face to wake up the skin and your muscles in your face a little bit. And keep on breathing. And just like you're soothing your face. make some movements with our mouth. So you can make some funny mouth faces with your mouth. Open your mouth and close it, and use your tongue as well. So also move your tongue outside and inside. I mean, everybody can see me, nobody can see you. So you can just move your tongue out as well. Maybe there's some sound that want to come with that as well. And notice while you're doing that, how you're actually using all your muscles in your face. So how they're all connected by just moving your mouth. And also move your jaw. So you can also use your hands a little bit to massage your jaw, but also you can just make very slow movements with your jaw. And notice how that relaxes your face. And then you make a O, like oh. And what you do in the O, and then you kind of pull your lips inside your mouth like this. And it's like you're stretching all these muscles around your mouth. And to stretch those a little bit more, you can also move sidewards, like and your lips inward again. And notice your face. Notice what has changed in your face. Maybe you feel a little bit more warmth, or that your face starts relaxing more, that you feel the energy flow in your face more, which is great to do when we sit behind a computer a lot, or where we're staring a lot, or having a same face all the time. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to massage, as it is, the inside of your mouth with your tongue. So what you do is you take your tongue and put it over your teeth to the upper parts and the bottom parts of the outside of your teeth. I can't say much when I'm doing that, but it's just maybe watch. So I move with my tongue on the outside of my teeth, just along the top of where my cheek and my mouth and the inside actually come together. And then I'm going to do the same for the bottom of my mouth. So there I move my tongue again to the outside of my jaw, actually, with the bones that we have here. This is great to use your tongue, and you use quite some power of your tongue as well. And also now notice the inside of your mouth. So notice what has changed on the inside of your mouth when you massage the inside with your tongue. Okay, and then we move to our entire face again. And we're going to use in the next exercise, we're going to use our eyes and our mouth. And first, bring your attention to your eyes and just gaze a little bit forward. Maybe it's easier not to look at the screen, but just to gaze somewhere in the area where you are. And bring your attention to the inside corner of your eyes. And also to the outside corner of your eyes. So notice the inside and the outside corner of your eyes. And there's a certain distance between that. So you can notice the distance between the inside and the outside corner of your eye. And you can also scan along just at the bottom from one corner to the other, and at the top from one corner to the other as well. And just scan how it feels there. Does it feel tense? Does it feel relaxed? And just notice. And then we're going to very slightly squeeze our eyes. So like we bring the outside corners of our eyes a little bit closer to the inside corners of our eyes. So we squeeze a little bit and then we relax. And then we squeeze a little bit again and we relax. And we squeeze a little bit again, like you make that distance between the inner and the outer corner of your eyes a little bit smaller, and then we relax again. And notice your eyes when you squeeze them a little bit and focus on the corners and relax them. Now we're going to do that once more, 3 times. So we squeeze our eyes a little bit and relax. And we squeeze our eyes a little bit and relax. And then once more we squeeze our eyes a little bit and relax. Okay, and then before we're going to bring that together with our mouth, we first go back to our mouth and give our mouth some attention. And also here, notice the corners of our mouth. Are they up? Are they down? Just notice. And then we're going to put them a little bit up, like you're smiling a little bit. Just a tiny little bit. And then we're going to bring them together. So we squeeze our lips. And we smile a little bit again. And we squeeze. And we smile a little bit again. And we squeeze. And then let that relax. And notice that what happens when you let your mouth relax. And now we're going to work with the eyes and the mouth together. So we squeeze our eyes and mouth, we squeeze our lips. And relax. And squeeze once more. And relax. And once more. And we relax. And notice your face. Notice how your face feels at this moment. What you notice. I feel a lot of warmth in my face and it really feels open and flowing. And then we're going to do one last exercise with our eyes. So what you're going to do is you're going to look to the right corner of your eyes, and when you do that, just do it as far as it's still comfortable for you, as it's still okay. Although you notice that you put tension on your eyes, but just as far as it's okay. And then you relax, and when you relax, they automatically actually come back to the middle where they usually originate. And we do that once more. So we look to the right and relax. And stay with your breath as well while you're doing this. And once more, last time, to the right. And relax. And then we move to the left. So let's move to the left. And relax. And we move to the left. And relax. And the last time we move to the left. And relax. And then we're going to do the same up and down. So we're now going to move up, look up, and don't move your head. So really see whether you can keep your head at the same place. So we look up, feel the tension in your eyes, maybe in your front head, and relax. Once more. And relax. And once more up. And relax. And then we go down, last direction. So we look down without moving the head. As far as it's okay for you. And relax. And maybe if it isn't that nice the first time, you may feel differences with the second and the third time that you do it. So you look down again and relax. And the last time down again. And relax. And then blink a little bit with your eyes and just make them relax again. Breathe into that as well. And see whether you can stare a little bit. You can gaze through your eyes instead of really looking with a sharp view. And then from that, close your eyes for a moment and notice your face. Notice how your face feels. Notice the difference with when we started. Notice your neck and your shoulders. And not just that, also notice the impact that it has, or the effect that it has on your entire body. So if you relax your face more, what happens in your body? What is the difference with when we started? What do you feel for difference in your breathing as well? And just notice, just be curious after those face exercises, what actually really changes in your entire being, in your mood, in how your face feels. And some of these exercises, now we've done it for half an hour, which is quite long, but these exercises, you can do them at any time of the day. Especially when you use your computer a lot, it's great to do some face relaxation throughout the day, just to relax all the muscles that are so focused, all the time. So I hope you enjoyed it, and that you felt the effect that it had on you and on your body and on your breath and on your face. And thanks for joining me today.